Welcome to Recap Cinemas. Today we're diving into the thrilling sci-fi adventure Project Almanac, released in 2015. Stay tuned and watch out for spoilers. 17-year-old David Raskin, a bright high school student with dreams of attending MIT, is testing out an experiment with his closest friends, Adam Lee and Quinn Goldberg. His sister Christina records everything as the project is meant to secure him a much-needed scholarship. David proudly demonstrates his latest invention, an advanced aircraft he controls with sensors attached to his fingers. However, just as they put it to the test, a phone call disrupts Quinn's laptop connection, causing the drone to malfunction and crash to the ground. A few weeks later, David finally receives a response from MIT. With excitement in the air, he gathers with his mother, Kathy, along with Christina, Adam, and Quinn to open the letter. The good news? He's in. The bad news? He's only awarded $5,000, far from the amount needed to cover tuition. At school, we get a glimpse into their daily lives. David secretly admires his longtime crush, Jesse Pierce, from a distance. Quinn, on the other hand, struggles to pass chemistry and fails spectacularly. Meanwhile, Christina deals with harassment from the school's notorious bully, Sarah Nat. Back home, David and Christina overhear their mother discussing the possibility of selling their house to cover his tuition. Later, David starts rummaging through their attic in search of anything valuable. That's when Christina joins him, and together they discover an old videotape of David's 7th birthday, the last memory they have of their father, Ben, before his tragic accident. As they watch the tape, something unusual catches David's eye. His 17-year-old self is clearly visible in the reflection. Stunned, he immediately shares his discovery with Adam and Quinn, who are equally shocked. Determined to solve the mystery, David analyzes every detail in the footage. He notices a keychain in his hand and a suspicious blue stain on his shirt. When he checks his backpack, he realizes that he is, at that very moment, holding Jesse's bag. Nervous but curious, he returns it to her, struggling to maintain a normal conversation. Jesse thanks him and congratulates him on getting into MIT. Still obsessed with the video, David and his friends follow the only clue they have, the basement light switch he reaches for in the footage. Breaking a long-standing house rule, they search the basement and stumble upon a hidden trapdoor. Underneath it, they find something extraordinary. Blueprints labeled Project Almanac, along with research notes left behind by David's father, who had been working on a time machine before his death. Intrigued and excited, the group sets out to build the machine themselves. After multiple failed attempts, they decide to steal hydrogen canisters from school to power their device. At last, they activate something. A strange energy pulse causes objects around the basement to levitate, though the machine still isn't stable. One night, while their neighbors throw a party, Jessie arrives and parks her car in David's driveway. Seeing an opportunity, the group connects their cables to her car battery to power the machine. As they run another test, Jessie walks in, catching them in the act. The machine activates, sending shock waves through the room, lights flicker, objects float, and then suddenly, everything goes dark. When power is restored, they see that their test subject, a red toy Corvette, has fused into the wall. Even more shocking, the GoPro attached to it has footage of them setting up the experiment before they even ran it. With Jessie now aware of their secret, they bring her into the group and reveal the video from David's birthday, proving that time travel is possible. Eager to push their limits, they conduct their first human trial, jumping back just one day. Disoriented but exhilarated, they rush to Quinn's house where past Quinn is still sleeping. In a moment of mischief, he draws a smiley face on his past self's neck, only to watch the mark appear on his own neck in real time. When past Quinn wakes up and sees his future self, time begins glitching, nearly causing both versions of him to disappear. The group barely escapes and celebrates their success. On the way home, they find a stray dog and later realize that missing dog flyers have appeared all over town. Realizing their ability to alter events, they agree to only use the machine together and avoid changing anything significant. At first, they enjoy harmless advantages. Quinn keeps retaking his chemistry test until he finally scores an A. Christina humiliates Sarah in front of the entire school, and Adam attempts to win the lottery, though they only manage to secure $1.8 million due to a slight miscalculation. One day, David gathers the group and proposes something bigger, traveling 3 months back to attend Lollapalooza, the music festival of their dreams. With their knowledge of the future, they grab VIP passes at a bargain and party like never before. David, however, hesitates to make a move on Jesse, despite the perfect moment. Later, as they return to the present, only 41 seconds have passed. Frustrated by his missed opportunity, David breaks the pact and jumps back to Lollapalooza alone. This time, he confidently kisses Jesse, ensuring they leave the festival as a couple. But when he returns to the present, he realizes his selfish actions have triggered a chain reaction. The school's star basketball player, Justin, has been injured in a car accident, causing the team to lose the championship. Worse still, Justin's father, a commercial pilot, was supposed to be at the game. Instead, he took his scheduled flight, which ended in a catastrophic crash, killing 77 people. Panicked, David jumps back again, determined to prevent the accident. He succeeds in saving Justin, but in doing so, Adam is severely injured in a separate incident. The more he tries to correct the timeline, the more chaos he creates. Eventually, Jesse catches David making another secret jump. He is forced to admit that he manipulated time to be with her. As she argues with him, past Jesse suddenly appears, causing a time paradox. In an instant, Jesse is erased from existence. Realizing the damage he's done, David decides he must go back to the very beginning and destroy the time machine before it is ever built. But the machine is out of hydrogen. As the police close in on him, he rushes to school, steals a hydrogen canister, and activates the machine just as officers storm the room. David travels back to his 7th birthday and makes it home. He sees himself in the mirror, right where the video first got him. He follows his dad to the basement and he confronts his father. Ben immediately understands what has happened. David begs him to dismantle Project Almanac before it's too late. With a heavy heart, Ben agrees. As David burns the blueprints, he begins to fade away, erasing everything that followed. In the present, Christina and David, now unaware of their past adventures, once again sift through their father's belongings. However, this time, they find something unexpected. David's old video camera, still containing footage from the erased timeline. Though he doesn't fully understand why, David feels a strange sense of déjà vu. Later, he confidently approaches Jessie at school and tells her, "This is gonna sound crazy, but I think we're about to change the world." The end. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this.